How's it going, friends? Today I've got my friend Zo from Edge Home Finance. He's a mortgage broker in my house. I met Zo, he played drums for me back in LifeGate days in 2016, I think.
Yeah.
And so we've been friends ever since.
And
he's been awesome in just kind of mentoring me, especially when it comes to investing. Do you mind sharing how many investments you have in real estate?
Thanks for having me, first of all.
Yeah.
And we have 14 total properties right now. One of them is a piece of land that we're building on. If we include our primary and our second home, we are doing Airbnb on them. So all 13 properties are receiving rental income. 2 of them are short-term rentals.
Okay.
And then 11 of them are long-term rentals.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. That'll be another video. Maybe we'll talk about short-term versus long-term.
Yeah.
Today, we wanted to talk about why Zo and I would say that real estate is the best investment. So yeah, when I say that, like, why we choose personally to put, any sort of extra cash into investing in real estate. Why is that? Why is real estate, one of the best investments?
Anytime I think of real estate investing, and I think of investing in general, I always think of what history can we go off of, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with real estate, it's one of the only things that you can truly say over time. Mm-hmm. It's something that is always needed. Mm-hmm. Shelter is something, it's a human need, right? Mm-hmm. That by itself tells you the demand is always going to be there for that particular investment. Then on top of that, we see that over time, again, with the cost of inflation and different things like that, if you watch the values of real estate, it's just steadily always going like this.
Yeah, and there might be little dips,
There might be little dips,
for sure.
But it'll rebound.
Yeah, and one thing that, Zo, we were talking about, there's kind of a 4-in-1 benefit to investing in real estate. And as we were talking, we just kind of listed out those 4 very specific benefits. What's the first one?
Absolutely. The first one that comes to mind is it's a forced savings plan, right?
Yeah.
And what I love is that your tenants are making that payment for you.
Yeah.
Think of the portions of payment that you have to make. Part of it's principal, part of it's interest.
Yeah.
But that principal, in essence, is a savings account.
And so while you're paying down your principal, this kind of, as you said, a forced savings plan, you're also realizing the appreciation of the asset that you own. Not every asset that you could purchase, not everything you could own is going to actually appreciate in value over time like real estate does. Exactly. So that's number 2. What's number 3? Number
3 is the fact that you're cash flowing on top of that forced savings plan and the appreciation. So if you do it right, if you run your numbers right, get into the right property, you can have that tenant rental income give you over and above what your mortgage payment actually is, and whatever, maybe you have property management or different expenses.
And it's going to be compounding over time too, because as rent goes up, maybe it doesn't cash flow the first couple of years. Maybe you even are having to pay into it some for a couple of years. But if you're buying in a good area that's going to see appreciation, and you're buying smart, then that it's going to compound over time.
Absolutely.
And rent is only going to go up. And then number 4, what we talked about is, and we won't get into this in a lot of detail, but there's a tax savings that comes along with that, because it's confusing, but you're reporting depreciation on an asset that is appreciating.
Right.
But that's the government has given us that incentive. Once you get to a certain point in investing, that starts to make a really big difference later on down the road when you have a lot of properties that you're reporting depreciation on. That can account for a significant.
And anytime you spend money on that investment, you also can write that off. Any kind of improvements that you do to the house, or even the interest that you're paying, you're allowed to write that off. So in addition to the depreciation reporting, you've got that going for you as well as far as tax savings.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, friends, that is why we think real estate is the best investment. If you have any further questions, if you want to reach out to Zo, I'd love to get you in touch with him, and he can kind of walk you through maybe what that looks like for your situation, and with Edge Home Finance can help hook you up with a good mortgage as well. So thanks so much for watching.